Hi friends, welcome back. Almost every customer opening a new account or updating the KYC with any bank in India would now be aware of the FATCA and CRS declaration. This is now taken mandatorily, and at times it raises concerns among some customers, including NRI customers, on the purpose and reasons for submission of this declaration. If you're an NRI or OCI, this video is for you. Let's now delve deeper into what is FATCA and CRS and understand the reasons for this FATCA and CRS declaration being taken by financial institutions in India. The Government of India, through intergovernment agreements, has agreed to have mutual sharing of information relating to overseas residents of their respective citizens, and hence is required to collect and share the data as specified in the agreements. The FATCA and CRS declaration is an outcome of this and is being taken by banks and financial institutions while onboarding a new customer or while updating the KYC records of their customers. Let's now understand what exactly are FATCA and CRS. FATCA, or the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, is a United States law that requires foreign financial institutions to report information about financial accounts held by US taxpayers. The FATCA is aimed at combating tax evasion by US citizens and residents through the use of offshore accounts. Foreign financial institutions, including banks, investment funds, and other financial entities outside the US, must report to the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, the details of accounts held by US persons or US entities. The goal is to ensure that US taxpayers pay taxes on income earned abroad. If an institution fails to comply, it faces a 30% withholding tax on certain US source income. To ensure compliance by the foreign financial institutions, the government of USA has signed intergovernment agreements with many countries. The government of India and the government of USA have signed an intergovernment agreement in 2015 to mutually share information about the tax residents in their respective countries. In compliance with this intergovernment agreement, all Indian banks and financial institutions require NRIs to provide the FATCA declaration to determine if they are subject to the FATCA and CRS reporting. Now let's understand what CRS is. CRS, or the Common Reporting Standard, is a global standard for the automatic exchange of financial account information between countries. The Common Reporting Standard is like a global equivalent of the FATCA and is an international standard for the automatic exchange of financial account information between governments, developed by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. CRS facilitates the automatic exchange of financial account information between participating countries. Financial institutions report information about accounts held by foreign tax residents to their local tax authorities, which then share this information with the tax authorities of the account holder's country of residence. More than 100 countries have committed to implementing CRS, including many major financial centers. India is also a signatory to the Common Reporting Standard Agreement. Under CRS, financial institutions are required to identify and report the accounts held by non-residents. This includes details such as the account holder's name, address, tax identification number, TIN, account balance, and any income generated from the account. Both FATCA and CRS aim to combat tax evasion on a global scale. So, if you're an NRI or OCI living either in the USA or in any country which has signed the CRS, you need to be in compliance with these regulations. Non-compliance can lead to hefty penalties. In order to be compliant with the FATCA and CRS requirements, banks and financial institutions in India take a FATCA CRS declaration and other documents as required from account holders. The FATCA CRS declaration checks if the customer is a US citizen or resident in any other country which is a signatory to CRS. If yes, the tax identification number, TIN or Social Security number, SSN or a functional equivalent is required to be provided in the declaration. Other details such as status of tax residency, assets owned, etc. would also be taken. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) has made the FATCA and CRS declaration mandatory for all bank account holders in India, and the same is applicable for NRI account holders too. Providing this information is part of maintaining regulatory compliance and ensuring transparency in international financial transactions. NRIs need to be aware of their tax obligations in their country of residence and ensure compliance with both Indian tax regulations and the regulations of their country of residence. They should also be aware that the tax authorities of the country of their residence will receive information about their overseas accounts and financial assets. It is important to stay proactive and compliant. Make sure you have all your documents in order and stay updated on any changes in the regulations. Always keep a digital copy of your documents. This makes it easier to access and share them when needed. And if you're ever in doubt, consult with a financial advisor who specializes in international tax laws or with your bank. Most banks and financial institutions in India are aware of these regulations and will guide you through the process. Your bank would have your specific details and hence can offer you appropriate advice and ensure that you are fully compliant. You should also ensure that the FATCA and CRS declaration is correct and accurate when you update your KYC details with your bank. To summarize, FATCA and CRS are important regulations aimed at preventing tax evasion, and the Indian diaspora should always be compliant with these regulations. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Take care and stay compliant. Jai Hind.